Hi, E.G. Fabricant here. Thanks for dropping by. I'd like to take a little time today to tell you about myself, how I got to this point, and about my first short story collection, Matters Familiar. I'm a recovering lobbyist. I hope you don't hold that against me, but what that means in my career is that I've been focused on public policy and legislative and electoral politics. So I tend to be focused topically, and I'm interested in real issues. Let me tell you how my interest in writing was rekindled. In 2001, the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library and the Atlantic Monthly sponsored a contest. It was called the Mark Twain International Writing Competition, and it was built around his novella, Murder, Mystery, and a Marriage. What the entrants had to do was to complete a 3-chapter novella that Mark Twain wrote in 1876. When I became aware of the contest, mostly through the nagging of my wife, there were about 3.5 weeks left to go to enter. So I set to work, and I did enter the competition. Long story short, I was one of 10 finalists out of over 700 entries. What that meant was I got to go to Buffalo and hang out with Twain geeks for 3 days. It was amazing. So that rekindled my interest in writing. Now, growing up, I read Mark Twain a lot. I probably had read everything he'd ever written, including Letters to the Earth, by the time I left high school. I was introduced to literature, especially Faulkner and the Southerners, by Miss Inez Wesner in high school, and that further sharpened my interest. And most of my reading in literature has been short fiction. And so we come to this, Matters Familiar, my first short story collection. It's 12 stories, and they fall into the classification of contemporary topical fiction. That is, each story has something to do with real people, real issues, and real problems. I'm a big fan of Elmore Leonard, and his short fiction tends to be character and dialogue driven. So that's what mine's like. It covers everything from, say, the death penalty, to parenting, to the fear of crime we've created in our environment, aging and the loss of independence, including through illness. Stuff like that. There's even a story about a political scandal that I was close enough to live through, and I wanted to expose the human element involved there. But you can find out all about that in each of the videos I'm going to do to introduce each story. So meanwhile, I hope you enjoy Matters Familiar, and I'd love to hear what you think about it. You can comment on either my Facebook page or my website. We'll talk again soon. Hi, E.G. again. Matters Familiar is available in trade paperback from Amazon.com online and from your favorite book dealer, and for your preferred ebook reader everywhere. Individual stories are also available for purchase, and some are free. Sample and purchase pages and links can be found at my website,